So many obstacles. Hello there, how are you? I am about to go online here in a moment. That's interesting. Sorry. One second. Sorry, guys. A little issue here. All right. Sorry about that. I had to get a couple things fixed. I had a little trouble getting online today. So, how is everyone? It is December 21st, my sweet daughter in law's birthday. And so, unfortunately, can't get to see them today because of my son's COVID, but they're doing fine. And let's see, I'm sewing up a blue streak like crazy, um, and crafting too. So, it's a welcome break for me to sit and talk with you people. So let's see who's here. Michelle's first. Hi, how are you? Hi, Kathy Ann. Nice to see you. I'm so sorry I wasn't here yesterday. So I have this huge Christmas Eve service that I'm putting together. And there's so many pieces to it, like people that haven't been able to be at church send in some readings for me to include. They were doing like all the scripture readings. And then I had to, so that we didn't have more than like 6 or so in the church at one time, I had to put together a different band for every song and record it. So that was a little time consuming. And now I'm like putting it into the software and editing it all together. And I got on a roll with it yesterday and I lost track of time. And about a quarter till or whenever I saw, noticed the time, I decided that I really probably should get a little further on that so that I don't end up sitting there Thursday morning trying to hurry up and get it online before Christmas Eve. So my apologies, but I really I needed to do my job. So I thoroughly enjoy doing that though. So anyway, now most of that's behind me, so that's really awesome. Now I just focus on my family and the gifts that I'm sewing and that kind of thing. Sadie, my son is great. He says he feels 100% now. He just had chills and fever for like 4 days, and yeah, he's doing really well. He's still in quarantine, but other than that, he's great. He's bored, I think. But football yesterday and Saturday and tonight, that'll help. He probably loved, not this way, but he's probably thinking, that any other time he'd flip over a chance to stay home and watch all that football. But you know, not a good way to get it though. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Hi, Dottie. You're finishing the last gift. Oh, you want to come help me? Because I'm not. I'm still working on my mother-in-law's jammies. I put it aside and got a lot of stuff done on that Christmas Eve service, but I did put together one earring, leather earring that I cut with my Cricut. I'm gonna show this to you. I only have one of them done, but I put heat transfer vinyl with the bee. So I think I'm going to, I have to put the bee on this one yet. And Yeah, so I cut out a whole bunch of little symbols today. I've got a bee, a butterfly, a rose, and Christmas tree, because I thought I might do Christmas earrings for, I have white leather, and I thought maybe I would do Christmas earrings for myself. wear and wear put a green tree on white leather. I think would be really cute. So yeah, so that's what's going on in my life. I hope you all are doing well. Hi Liz, nice to see you. Hi Chris. I already said hi Sadie. Michelle, nice to see you. And Barbara, good to see you. So I have got all I need on the Cambria now that I'm going to go ahead and film a video. So probably day after Christmas maybe, or maybe Monday after Christmas, I will have a video review, complete review up of that, and I'll show you how to do the curved hem. So that will be I haven't shown you guys that. I finally took pictures of the top yesterday, so I can show the best one. I showed you the red one, and I showed it to you on the hanger, but it's such a nice top. I said, I think it's my favorite. Of all the things I've made myself this year, I think that top is my favorite. And it was so super easy. I think I might be making some more. In fact, I think I might change my mind on what I'm making my daughter and daughter-in-law and even make them that pattern. But they're not as into sleeves as I am. One of them will probably like it. I'm going to cut probably about 24 pair of earrings and give them to some girlfriends and my daughter-in-law and my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. And I'm probably going to send 4 pairs to Texas for the family down there. I've got my nieces and my sister-in-law. So sorry my brother doesn't get anything, but I made him a doormat, remember? So, hi Brenda, nice to see you today. Thanks, Chris. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to go do the other designs. I was going to cut feathers, and it just didn't cut very neatly. So I think the way to do feathers would be to do something, a simple shape like that, and then after you cut it, you could just trim the feathers. Just make some cuts into that, because just doing it, cutting it on the Cricut, it's too fine and what's the word I'm looking for? Intricate. Thank you. Intricate to have the deep point blade cut it. Maybe I could do it with a knife blade, but this was with the deep point blade. I tell you a couple of tips if you want to cut leather on your Cricut. One is that I cut it 4 times. So once it finishes doing its cut, you just push the C again and it'll start it over again. And so it went around a total of 8, because when you put it on leather, it already does 2. So it went around a total of 8. And then they finally cut all the way through. And use your strong grip mat and tape it down with painter's tape so that it doesn't move around. And the heat transfer vinyl, you can put, I didn't even realize that you could put heat transfer vinyl on leather, but you can, and it worked wonderfully. I loved my little mini Cricut Easy Press that I have for this, and that went just really well. But definitely do the pressing before you put the hardware on, because I did one, and that's why this one doesn't have a buddy, because I ruined it. I pressed it on before putting the hardware, or after putting the hardware on, and then since you can't get all the way to the top, there was like a crease there. I mean, it looked okay, but I didn't like it. So that is what one a tip I like to pass on is do that first. And yeah, I got these earring hardware on Amazon. I think it was $12, and I got this whole. Oh, there's something else. I'll take. I got this whole box of earring hardware, I guess. It has gold, rose gold, silver, and it's got the earring hook and then some rings and then some of those little rubbery backs. So, and I have a fair amount of jewelry that is missing a hook or something. So, you know, I'm going to use these to fix them. And it's just a handy thing to have, I think. So, but I'll probably use a lot of these because I'm gonna make a lot of jewelry. They really cost pennies. I mean, to make, it's just the cheapest gift ever, but it's gonna be, you know, it says to a person that you cared enough to make something that is just for them. And I think that's a super cool thing to do. So I love it when God gives us the means to make things for people. I thought about that, you know, with Christmas being kind of tight for everyone this year. Very blessed to have a skill that I can use to gift people. So it makes me really happy. Let's see. Heidi, hi, nice to see you. And Mary, thank you so much, Creative Grammy. You are on vacation. Oh my goodness. I don't suppose you're going anywhere, Brenda? Marilyn from Minnesota, 95% done with Christmas sewing. Oh no, her machine broke down. Service said it would be 6 weeks. Pulled my 45-year-old Bernina out of storage. Forgot what a great machine it was. Yeah, those old machines. I have a new home, which is Janome, that is from 70s, I think, and it's a beast. It'll go through anything. It really will. I mean, it doesn't have any bells and whistles at all. It's like a total opposite of this. But you know, when I want to do top stitching or anything where I need two machines threaded at the same time, it's an awesome machine. It really is. I usually do my jeans top stitching on that one. Hi, Patricia. Nice to see ya. Hi, Dee. Thanks, Chris. Chris said she does beads. I've never done beads. Been tempted. I've been real tempted because they're so pretty. And you go in those stores and, oh my goodness, they have such beautiful things. But my niece does it, I guess, so I didn't want to. She was, you know, everybody's always proud of her designs and stuff. So I didn't do beads because I didn't want to, you know, make it weird for her. So, but she hasn't done any in a while, so I don't know. Maybe I should, but I like really doing this leather. It was so quick, and not quick the first time, but now that I know what to do. Where did I put my earring? Oh, here. Now that I know what to do, they'll be pretty quick. The hardest part really was weeding this tiny little vinyl, but it's not too bad. You just have to take your time and have good light. Good light really helps. Oh, another tip. So the hole that it cuts in the top for the hook isn't very big. So what I did was I went ahead, I left the hole, you know, it cuts a hole, but I just used that as an indent point, as a starter point. And this is my snap pliers. And just this part right here, I just did that and it put the hole right through it, and it's large enough then that you can actually do something with it. Let's see, show you how large this hole is on this one. So it's much easier to get a hook in because the pattern had it really tiny. And I mean, the Cricut attempted to cut it, but it just, you know, it was just a little indentation. So, hi, Kate. Well, we missed you too. Nice to see you on here. Hi, Barbara. Not leaving the house if I could wait. Yes, me too. I go from here to church and back here. We're going to run over to my mother-in-law's in assisted living, and we always do a sponsor a poinsettia in honor of my parents and his dad, who are all deceased. So she's the only living parent that we have between us, and so we always do a memory poinsettia in the church, sponsor one, and so then you get to take them home, and we usually take it to her. So we're going to take that over to her today. Okay. Oh yeah, Costco. You know what though? I don't know how it is where you're at, but Costco here is super. They're just so careful, and you feel really secure going in there. Nobody gets past that door without a mask, and they enforce it. They enforce when people are not 6 feet away, and yeah, it's good. It's real good. I don't even know where I got this snap set. I think I inherited it with my mom's stuff. I think this might have been originally hers, but it works. I have two of them actually, but this one works better than the other one. So. Oh, how fun. Thank you for that. Brenda signed up for my church to watch Christmas Eve service. Thank you. It is, I think it's going to be really good. Keep in mind, we're all amateurs, but one of the most fun things that I'm doing with it is I had children tape them. I had parents tape their children singing away in a manger. So I had played it out on the piano so that they would have the key and the timing. And I'm going to mix it with, one kid singing one line, one kid singing another line. And I might even put all of them on the screen at once at the end. So it's going to be fun. And the videos that I'm getting are just so precious. So, it'll be worth watching just for that. And our youth is doing, we have a girl on our youth worship team that sounds like Lauren Daigle. And she's just amazing. And she's singing Light of the World, which is a Lauren Daigle song. And it's beautiful. Those kids did an amazing job. And I don't know if you're familiar with Sandy Patty, but I'm singing Bethlehem Morning. And let's see, so we've got a nice, well-rounded program, and I'm looking forward to getting it all put together. So if you see video hiccups there, it's my fault. I'll just go ahead and tell you right now, it's just my fault. Oh yeah, bouncers at Walmart. We've seen a few people standing there at Walmart too. But at Costco here, they even sort of go up and down the aisles and tell you if you're less than 6 feet away from somebody. It's really, I think that's really good because, I was in Dollar Tree. We were looking for Pokemon cards, and my daughter said she thought there was some there. So we were in Dollar Tree, and the checkout girl was wearing her mask like here on her chin, like her whole mouth practically and nose were all exposed. It's like, what's the point of wearing one? Like pull it up. Yeah. And finally I looked at her and kind of went, because I didn't want to be mean, but I don't want to be getting in someone's face that doesn't have a mask on right now. And yeah, I know there's people, my son is somebody who doesn't really think that masks help, especially now because he wore a mask at work and got it anyway. But I do believe they help. So, but to each his own. But right now it's the law, so there's no question what the right thing to do is because it's the law. Oh, no. Yeah, Sadie says if we got the new variant of COVID. I don't think so yet. I'm hoping we don't. Um, it sounds awful. Oh boy. Well, stay safe, Sadie, please. Take care of yourself. Do you have curbside pickup for groceries or delivery or something? Please don't um, don't take any chances. We want you to be safe and well. Yeah, exactly. Problem. I heard that they were gonna block flights from England, from the UK, which is sad because a lot of people. I know my good friend, her daughter married a Scot, and they live in Scotland, and they come home every year for Christmas, and now they're thinking they probably won't get to come home. So it's sad. She won't see her two grandkids, and yeah, and that's a friend that's going through a lot right now. She was up in northern Michigan and fell, and she shattered her femur, and so she's up like on complete bed rest for a couple months, and now her kids aren't coming home for Christmas, so that's pretty awful. So I guess we can count our blessings. Um, but she's doing okay. She's got a sunny disposition, so and she knows the Lord, so she's really just leaning on Him, which is good. D says, I've heard that the mask saves other people and cleaning our hands saves us. Yep. Well, and like I told my son, just because you guys had masks on, that doesn't mean that everybody was wearing them right. Um, it'd be real easy to be around somebody who doesn't wear their mask right, because a lot of people don't. So, um, maybe I don't think that no mask is, uh, or masks are what, I do think that masks help for sure. So he's doing well though. So, and I just heard a couple other people that you know, um, just that I know through other people, that just it is really starting to get pretty much infiltrating into most everybody. Knows at least a couple people that have had it now. So that's kind of a, not, it's not a good feeling when you realize how many people have had it. Um, Hopefully not us. Plenty of COVID here. We will be on total lockdown by January. Oh wow. You got them all vaccinated already? Wow. It's probably a good thing you guys got the vaccine like early on. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take it or not. Kind of on the fence about that. But anyway, back to sewing. We have I follow so many rabbit trails. It's like if you guys can find my rabbit trail. This is why I'm better edited. I really am. um, what's there? What else I was going to tell you? Oh, so the Cambria top will be next on my regular videos, and then I'm also going to do thinking that maybe some people may have gotten an iPad for Christmas. I'm going to do how to use your iPad for sewing. And it won't include details about the projector, because then I'll end up, as soon as I get that hooked up and use it and kind of get a little bit of expertise with it, I will do a video on that. Gonna do my doll fashion show, so I still have a few more to sew before I do that, but I am gonna do that before I give these beauties away. And yeah, I've got a lot of things planned. 2021 is going to be an exciting year, and we're all going to take our sewing to the next level. And we're going to just help each other in the Facebook group, and spur each other to do better, better, better. And I'm going to be making an octave coat in January sometime. So if you'd like to follow along, I'm going to see if Tammy minds if I did a sew along. I know they have one on their site. But if somebody, if somebody wanted to, do a sew along, that may be our first one that when I do Patreon. And then I'd still put them up, but maybe live they would be on Patreon. I'm still working that out. I know I need to do it. I've told you guys I was going to do that for so long. And it's not that I don't want to, or I just want to do it right. So I'm really taking my time to set it up so that it'll be something of value, because I don't believe in doing that when you don't have anything extra to give. So I need to make sure that it's something I can continue, and that it's something that is worth, the extra $5 or whatever a month. So, but I do plan on doing that. Yeah, I think I'll at least share the techniques if I can't do a sew along. But I think since I'm a Love Notions ambassador, I don't think Tammy will have a problem. Oh, wow. Brenda said she heard from 2 sites. They got docked for saying the C word, and they have started spelling it or abbreviating the word. Interesting. I had one video flagged, but it was just, there was nothing wrong in it. I think it was the one right after the thing started, and it was just a sort of a, we weren't doing masks, but we were talking about making masks and stuff. And they put a stop to that one. And then I put in a rebuttal saying I didn't say anything wrong or anything that wasn't fact checked or whatever. And so then I guess they must have watched it with their human eyes, and they put it back on. So yeah, they're pretty strict about that on YouTube. Yeah, I have that blue wool that I just got. It was supposed to be last year's birthday present, but I just didn't find what I wanted. So, Black Friday weekend, Fabric Mart had Michael Kors wool marked down 50%, and they had royal blue. So I bought it, and so now I'm excited. I got to find some lining fabric for it, and then I want to do the just one button style. So it's such an attractive coat. It really is. I can't wait to make it. The other day I was going somewhere kind of dressy, and I grabbed my puffer jacket, and I'm like, yeah, I really need to make myself a nice coat. Please kindly film how to operate the sewing machine just using the start-stop button on the sewing machine with electric controller unplugged. I could actually just show you that. I've got scraps here I could do that on. Let me move this pot so you can see. Okay. All right, so this is my sewing machine, and there's a start-stop button right here. So I'm going to go over here and unplug my foot. Okay, so the foot controller is unplugged. And so let's say I want to sew around here. So I just put it in and go ahead and put my needle in and my feed dogs down. Let's see, I hope you can see. And then, see, I'm putting my foot there in his habit. So then you can just start. Stop. So I think it's just a style that you have to get used to. But I think if you just kind of keep your finger right there, I think it's just another thing, I don't know that one's better than the other, but I think a lot of people stand up and sew. So if you stand up and sew, that would be a super nice feature to have. So I don't know if that, hope that helps, but that's all you have to do. And I don't, you know, I think a lot of people sew that way. I think it's probably why they put that in there, so that that's a choice. If you want to, it's a lot of people that just don't want to sit, so they just stand up and sew. So that works that way. Oh no, don't worry, Sadie. If they do, well, I'll just, not a big deal. No worries. You wouldn't cause any problem for me. I don't think they would do that for a comment. So maybe because but I don't even think in a live chat, you know, if they saw what we're doing, and there's nothing wrong with what we're talking about. Nobody's saying anything that hasn't been fact checked. So, oh, that's a good idea, Brenda. I actually have never used that stop and start on this machine. I have it on my Magnolia, and I've used that standing up when I just was trying to get a lot done. And so then I just put it on the cutting table, you know, so I could sew, and then just not, you know, sort of sit down, get up, sit down, get up. It was better for me with my knee in the beginning of this whole debacle, to just stay standing instead of sitting down and bending my knee. Hi, Alberta. Nice to see you. Well, Frank, I hope did I answer your question? I hope I did. Let's see. Hopefully you saw that. That's how you use the start and stop button. It's really easy. If you take the foot out, and then it'll work. It does not, like with the foot in, it just comes up, remove foot control, you know, so it won't operate if you have the foot control plugged in. So if it's not working for you, chances are it's probably because you have the foot still plugged in. You have to take it out. That's really interesting. I'll have to experiment with that. Both Joanne and Brenda say that the start stop button does better with decorative stitching. I don't do a lot of decorative stitching, but I've been trying to think of how to use the letters. I want to use them so bad. So I don't know. Figure something out. All right, well, I am going to get back to my sewing, and it was I love this break in the day like this. So it's so fun to just sit and chat with you guys. As it comes to our party, like I said. This is a lark tee that I made probably 5 years ago. It's been a long time, and but it's a great pattern. That's by Grain Line. This was before I found before Love Notions had the classic tees, so it's basically the same thing as a classic tee. Yeah, I don't do quilts too much, but I think I've shown you guys my labels. So I use these. Let's see if you can see. And I have the Cricut. And I have some that say Grammy, some that say Mom, some that say Aunt Kim, and some that just say Kim. So that's what I use. I pin them on a piece of ribbon inside what I give people, because my grandkids, those labels that you buy with your name, you know, like Dutch labels, they're so stiff. and scratchy, and kids end up just cutting them out anyway. So the point of it is so that you can let them know that you made it for them. So that's what the tag does. And then after that, they can just throw it away. But a quilt is different. Quilters, you know, it's going to be handed down for generations. So you definitely want to have your name embroidered on there somewhere for sure. You guys have a fantastic afternoon. I look forward to seeing you for the 10th and final chat of our Christmas sewing countdown. It doesn't mean I'm going anywhere, but you probably won't see my face, and after tomorrow you probably won't see me until the day after Christmas or Monday after Christmas with some videos. And I love your suggestions on what you'd like to see. And if you want to send them my way, you can either comment or you can send me an email, whatever you'd like to do, because I really do want to try to tailor this channel. I've always tried to, but I really want to keep always assessing what do you guys need to learn and what is it you would like to see. So please keep those suggestions coming, because in 2021, I want it to be the best year we've ever had. So we're due. Everybody's due for a good year after this year. So yeah, send in your suggestions if there's anything that you'd like to see coming up. All right. Well, yes, thank you, Brenda. Yeah, Buckeyes did actually. While I was sitting here, they won the game. They were losing when I came up. And after the chat, I went downstairs and the game was just almost over and they were winning. So it's like, wow. So maybe I should have maybe I shouldn't have watched any of it and they'd have played better the first half. Merry Christmas to you too, to all of you. Dee, I will do a jean fly zipper. I think I did one when we did the jeans video, but maybe I only did fit. We'll do jeans because I actually have some I want to make anyway. So yeah, I'll demonstrate that. No problem. All right, you guys, have a fantastic afternoon. Merry Christmas to every one of you. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Happy sewing. Oh, no, I'll see you tomorrow. Then after that. Sorry. Tomorrow. One more day. So have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.